John Shambi on play-by-play. Chris Singleton providing the color. A lot going on in this series as we get ready for Game 3, Siggy.
And Boog, this is as close to an elimination game as you can get without it actually being one. Going down 3-0 would more or less just end this thing. So this game's going to tell us whether we're going to have a real series in store for us or if we're just going to be packing our bags and going home.
A lot of people feel these teams are more evenly matched. The first two games would indicate. So we'll see if we get a bounce-back performance in this one. It's buzzing in here ahead of Game 3. And we'll be back in a minute to get it started. All right, first pitch coming up. Getting the nod on the mound, Ryan Nelson. Chris, how about a scouting report?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter. And really, he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
Carroll makes the catch for the out. One away. And time now for the Marlins lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
This is Bryson Stott. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most. Center field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's two away. Two down, bases empty. Lamont Wade Jr. getting ready to hit.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Back here with my pal Singy. And on the hill in this one, Max Meyer.
Well, this guy lives and dies with his slider, and it's a good one. Most guys, they're working off of their fastball, but he's backwards a little bit, works off the slider, and then when the fastball comes, it can add a little velocity in terms of perception when guys are used to seeing that off-speed pitch. When it's right, really tough to hit, even if you guess it's coming because it's breaking two planes, horizontal and vertical.
And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. One down. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
Dairon Blanco stands in now for the Diamondbacks. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Meyer was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. In the dirt, 2-2.
No question that he earned that pitcher of the month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Slings to first. Here tonight, an efficient start to the home first, two away. Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Singy.
Yeah, no doubt about that, Boog. These players have been around the game for a long time, and they may not have the flash that they once did, but they've got the wisdom to be able to understand different situations, be able to think with the opponent and sometimes in front of the opponent, and you always
reaching for it and brings it in. First frame of the night behind us, and it's 0-0. It's Game 3 of the National League Championship Series. And now, MJ Melendez. Outside 2-1. Nothing like postseason baseball. There's a buzz in the air. Every pitch seems bigger. It's truly special.
There really is a different feel to the postseason. I only got 5 games of postseason action in my playing career, but I treasured each of them.
Ripped on the ground to second. In plenty of time to first. One up, one down. Blake Sabol, the next up for the Marlins. One down, base is empty. Clips the corner, and the count is 1-2.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. But when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch.
Bounces it to first, but he digs it out, and the inning is over. Nothing doing for the Marlins. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Ryan McMahon. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Swing and a miss, handcuffed him with that slider, and there's one down.
Man, that slider bearing in on your hands like that, it's just so tough to fight off. It's kind of like a cutter and just can eat you up, saw you off. I'll tell you what, hitters have nightmares about that pitch. Perfectly executed out there on the mound.
And now it's Josh Naylor. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2. The wind of the pitch. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. One out, base is empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
This is Corbin Carroll. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
You got a full count.
Nothing here in the bottom of the second. Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Diamondbacks down quickly. We'll move to the third with no score. All set for the start of the inning. And at the plate for Miami, Trey Sweeney. Line drive. Corrals it. And there's one away. Dylan Cruz will hit next. Now a fly ball to right center. Carroll nabs it, and there's 2 away. Now the third baseman, Max Schumann. 2 outs, base is empty. Line drive, base hit. Johan Rojas, the next up for the Marlins. Nelson over to first, and he dives back in safely. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. They stop the lead runner at second. Now 2 on with 2 outs.
Everything came together for him. The timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ball game.
And the batter now, Bryson Stott. That one the other way. And it's into the gap. 1 runs in. Tag, and he's out at the plate. They limit the damage here. So they get 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Marlins 1 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Bottom of the inning. Here's the veteran second baseman, Ketel Marte. Swing and a ball lifted left field. Ward hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Well struck right field. That one's deep. Makes the catch up against the wall. So digging in, Jordan Lawler. Next offering is fouled back. Just off the inside corner, and the count is filled up.
Count.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. High fly ball out towards left center. Rojas sizing this one up. Hauls it in to end the inning. Start of the 4th, and here's the first baseman, Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Next pitch is outside. Puts it in the air out towards left center. McCarthy tracks it down for the out.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Base is empty, one away here in Game 3 of the NLCS. Next offering is outside. Swing and a line drive. That's a base hit into center field. So a man aboard now with one away. Well, maybe that will end up getting him going.
Yeah, he really simplified there. Kept his shoulders square to the plate and wasn't trying to overswing. I think that's the key for him to have success through the rest of this series.
And now Blake Stable. That one ripped. Bangs off the wall. Here comes Melendez. The relay to the plate. Safe. And they lead by 2.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Put a great swing on that pitch to deep center field, and we knew it was going to be close, but just not quite enough. And I'm sure a few of his teammates might be yelling weight room at him right now, but he should definitely feel good about that one.
Taylor Ward, the next up for the Marlins. Into center. McCarthy on the move. Snags it on the run. And there are 2 down.
They trust him in center field because he's capable of making plays on the run, and we saw it right there. That's a player you want patrolling center field. Someone who can attack the ball off the bat.
Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
McMahon. He's got it, and that is that. Marlins get a run on the RBI double, and it's 2-zip. You're watching the National League Championship Series on the show. Back here in the desert, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the 4th, Jake McCarthy. Meyer ready to fire now. Line drive, and that's down. A base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side, and the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Dairon Blanco. Ground ball, could be 2. Stop to second, not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. Now it's Corey Seager.
Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Cruz makes the grab for the second out. Ryan McMahon steps to the plate. And now 2-1.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Runner on the go. Pitch is low. Throws. Save. That's a stolen base. Blanco at second with 2 down. Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. So they can't do anything with the leadoff single there. We played 4. It's the Marlins 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Base hit, left center field. And the leadoff man aboard. And up next for Miami, Max Schumann. And that one ripped to left. One away. Now here is Johan Rojas. You talk about elite defensive players, especially in the middle of the diamond, and this guy is at the top of the list.
That's the ball.
Yeah, we go beyond just the fielding percentage and what it looks like, but the ability to have a range and close holes that are normally there against an average defender. But this guy is special, and you can see it in his first step quickness.
McCarthy makes the play, and there's two down. So up next, Bryson Stott. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. Here goes the runner. Ball outside. Safe at second, and that was not close.
Nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
On the ground right side. Marte throws to first in time. And that is the third out of the inning. One left for Miami, but they hold the 2-0 lead. It's game 3 of the National League Championship Series. Here's Josh Naylor. Next offering upstairs.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
Fires over to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Next to hit for Arizona, Corbin Carroll. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Here's Ketel Marte. So now 1-2.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Swings and misses, struck him out. And the Diamondbacks down in order. And they're down 2-0. Pitching change here, Brant Herter.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's Lamont Wade Jr. Swing and a miss. And a count 1-2. Activity in the bullpen. Trent Thornton appears to be getting loose. Soto, a left-hander, also throwing. On the ground, right side. The throw to first. 1 up, 1 down. And next will be the cleanup hitter, MJ Melendez. Next offering misses. Now 3-1.
Full count.
Hard hit, right side. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down. Two outs, base is empty. And now for the Marlins, Blake Sable. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 3 up, 3 down for him there. 8-9-1 scheduled in the bottom of the 6th. It's the Marlins 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th. Now the D-backs catcher, Gabriel Moreno.
Well, these fans definitely want to get involved in the game. All it's going to take is to get the leadoff man or even a base runner on.
The 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
Really nice slider right there. Sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this, known for using the entire field. Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
And now the DH, Jordan Lawler. The Fish holding on to a 2-run lead here in Game 3 of the NLCS. And now the count filled up 3-2. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. And there's 2 down. Back to the top of the lineup. And now the center fielder, Jake McCarthy. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Lined, and that's a base hit.
Only 2 hits allowed so far tonight, Boog, so I don't think that one will disrupt his momentum all that much. You know, he's really been on top of his game, commanding his pitches all night long.
So a man at first. And now, Dairon Blanco. Two outs. On the ground to first. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw. This play doesn't cost him. Inning over. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Marlins 2 and the Diamondbacks nothing. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Trent Thornton. And at the plate for Miami, Taylor Ward. Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
1 and 2's the count.
Next offering way off the plate. That's to third. Gets to it with a slide. Fires to first. And that's a great play for the out.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. The reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Now it's the shortstop, Trey Sweeney. One down, base is empty. In the air, out towards right center. McCarthy trying to get there. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Two down, base is empty. And up next for Miami, Dylan Cruz. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and that one finds its way through, and that extends the inning.
A couple of hits in a row for him here. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch, just shot it through the infield.
Here's the third baseman, Max Schumann. Here's the pitch. Runner goes on the ground to the left. Toss to Naylor. Third out. Marlins lead 1, but they're on top 2-0. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. Just missed.
This pitcher's done a good job of disrupting the hitter's timing with a mix of pitches and changing speeds. You want to keep that front foot inconsistent for the batter. Their swings are hesitant, and that's exactly what you want on the mound. Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And 1 away in the bottom of the 7th.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be.
So the Marlins go with a new arm, number 61.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
That one is absolutely belted. Way back there. And into the pool. It's out of here. That'll fire up the dugout, and they've got their first run. It's 2-1.
That gives this offense something to celebrate for the first time in this one. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one, and you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
So 1 out, nobody on. Now up next for Arizona, Josh Naylor. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
Well, now that this is a bullpen game, it's clear that whichever bullpen steps up the most is likely going to come away with the W.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup. So 2 down now, and here is Corbin Carroll. Ball to strike. Swings through that one for strike 2. Holding on to a one-run lead here at the bottom of the seventh. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Sable gathers, throws to first, in time. So the drop third strike doesn't hurt him, and that's that. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. And this is now a 2-1 ball game. This is the National League Championship Series on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Justin Martinez.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
Here's the center fielder, Johan Rojas. He's a guy, Chris's highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. Out to short. Tosses across to first. First out in the top of the eighth. And here is Bryson Stott.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from a warning track if he has to.
On the ground to short. Throws across the diamond. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the eighth. Lamont Wade Jr. now at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in game 3 of the NLCS. And that one hit 97 on the gun. Movement in the bullpen. Griffin Jacks up and loosening in the pen. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. And that keeps the inning going. MJ Melendez, the next up for the Marlins. That smash towards center. McCarthy makes the catch, and that'll do it. One left for Miami, but they still lead it 2-1. And we've got ourselves a pitching change. Jared Koenig. Way high.
2-1.
And fouled off. 2-2 now. Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. On a line out towards center. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Man, that's so frustrating. You hit the ball hard. You understand the situation. You want to get on base and try to score that tying run, but no reward right there, and just going to have to sit on it.
Trying to hold a one-run lead here, the bottom half of the eighth inning. That misses, and that's ball 2.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that's too high. Jordan Lawler in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Now it's belted deep to left, way out of here, home run. A solo shot, and they tie it up. It's 2-2. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
pitch he wanted to hit. Spit on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
Jordan Lawler stands in now for the Diamondbacks. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. And that one missing low. The next offering misses. Full count, 3-2. Jake McCarthy in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Swings and misses, struck him out. Went back to the cutter, and it was worthwhile. Jake McCarthy, the next to hit.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ward brings it in for the third out. But this clutch home run gets us even again. And we're deadlocked now at 2 apiece. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Chris Bubich.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
And here's the catcher, Blake Sable. Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. A leadoff single, and the go-ahead run is aboard.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Go-ahead run on base. And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. The 1-1. Swing and a miss. There's the changeup.
1-2's the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. And it falls. And it's now first and second to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
Trey Sweeney, the next up for the Marlins. That's out to center field. McCarthy pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And there's one down. And at the plate for Miami, Dylan Cruz. Here's a 1-1. Ground ball, and that's through the infield. And the postseason success continues for him.
Just a clutch at bat right there. Big time swing when this team really needed it. He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock. And you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole. Now that sets up a huge at bat in this ball game.
So bases all loaded up. And up next for Miami, Max Schumann. Rolled to short, possible 2-ball. Here's Marte for one. Double play. And that sends us to the bottom of the ninth. We are tied.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam.
Joey Cantillo on the pitch out of the pen here. The offense will need to be ready for the breaking stuff. He's got a great curveball. Ground ball up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 out, bottom of the ninth. And here's Corey Seager to hit. That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a slider, and there's 2 gone.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Here's the cleanup hitter for the Diamond. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul.
Oh, man, so close to being a huge swing, maybe the biggest swing in this ball game. He's got to have a great bat, finish this off.
Trying to send this to extra innings. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Rojas pulls that one down, and that will end the inning. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. 10th inning coming up. We are tied 2-2. And welcome back to the ballpark. We're in extras here, and here is Johan Rojas. Liner caught at second.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
Bryson Stott, the next up for the Marlins. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of Game 3. Here's a high fly ball out to center. McCarthy brings it in. That's out number 2. And now here is Lamont Wade Jr.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
His ability to draw walks has been something that's been part of his career since day 1.
Go ahead run on base. Now here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, MJ Melendez. Two outs. Swings and lines one towards the gap. Could be extra bases. Lead runner gets the stop sign at third. It's a 2-out double, second and third now.
No, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly. Really important at bat coming up now.
Now the Diamondbacks manager is out of the dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Chris Bubich will depart, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this. New pitcher on here, Griffin Jax. So 2 down, Blake Sable, the next up for the Marlins. Line drive, and this might be trouble. 1 run's in, and it's off the wall. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. So, runner at second, 2 down. And now for the Marlins, Taylor Ward. The 1-1 is fouled off. Runner at second, 2 down. Here in game 3 of the NLCS. Smoked into left, base hit. Coming home. Here's the throw to the plate. But it's offline. It's 5-2. So man aboard, digging in, Trey Sweeney. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Breaking ball misses down and away.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity. Try to get a rollover, something on the ground. Stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
And a foul ball. He stays alive. That one missed.
Great RBI spot here. Just got to stay focused on the pitch. The runner will be in motion, so something in the gap should definitely score.
Swing and a high fly ball right field. And that's the 3rd out. 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. Last chance to even things up. We head to the bottom of inning number 10. Marlins 5 and the Diamondbacks 2. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Andrew Nardi.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball, and we see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Here's a 1-2. Rips that one to right. Cruz makes the grab, 1 away. Now it's the right fielder, Corbin Carroll. The Diamondbacks trailing by 3 and here in extra innings. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Tapped out in front of the plate. And saved. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Boom, that's staying within his game right there. I mean, this speedster gets the infield single, and now he's on base to possibly do some damage. I love seeing what guys like this can do to disrupt the game once they get in a position to do so.
Ketel Marte up to the plate. Swung on, belted. And that gets down in the corner. Rounds 3rd, headed for the plate. He'll score easily.
Well done, drives in the run. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
1 out. Runner at second. Here's the catcher, Gabriel Moreno. Late on that fastball.
1-2.
With the tying run at the plate, here in extra innings. Got him swinging for the K. And they're down to their last out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
So they're down to their final out. Next up for the Diamondbacks, Jordan Lawler. Just missed.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
And there's the ball.
Big pitch coming right here. Last thing he wants to do is put the tying run on base, but he can't groove one either.
Runner at second, 2 down. Grounds one to short. Sweeney. Throw to first is in time, and that'll do it. The Marlins lead the series 3-0 and have a chance to complete the sweep here tomorrow.
This team has been truly dominant in the series. Up now 3-0. Pretty demoralizing on the other side. You want to get this thing over as quickly as possible. So stay focused, come back for the next game, and close out this series.
So it took extras, but here's how the numbers shake out from this one.
Well, they couldn't settle this one in 9, but who doesn't love some extra inning baseball in the postseason?
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.